Welcome back to Post Time. Hall of Famer Ron Pierce is one of the most decorated drivers in harness racing history. And he's a regular right here at Dover Downs. The California native has had almost 9,200 career wins and over $205 million in purses earned. He's won the Hambletonian 3 times and the Little Brown Jug 4 times and, well, every other major harness race you can think of. And needless to say, Rockin' Ron Pierce has entered victory lane with countless champion standardbreds. Having been inducted into Harness Racing's Hall of Fame in 2005, Pierce has had an amazing career, and it's still going incredibly strong. Let's talk with Ronnie about some of his major milestones. Ronnie, we all know now that you've won all kinds of classic races and driven world champions, but what is your all-time favorite race that you've won?
I would say the Hambletonian with Donato Hanover, or the Hambletonian with Muscle Massive for winning for Jimmy, or the Hambletonian with American Winner, or any of the jugs. I've won 4 jugs. All of those were fun. Well Said probably stands out there. That was a lot of fun. Blissful Hall, that was a great race too.
Everyone says that it doesn't get old winning. It's always great to win a big race. But, does it feel better the 5th time, or does it feel better the first time, or you know what I mean?
The problem is with winning like the Hambo or the Jug or the Meadowlands Pace or the North American Cup or the Canadian Trotting Classic or something like that, when you win it once, it makes you want to win it more the second time. You know what I mean? There's something inside of you that makes you want to win it again, worse than you wanted to win it in the first place. I don't know why it's like that, but it is.
That's really interesting. No, I love that answer. What about a horse? Any favorite horse you've ever driven?
Well, I've driven so many great horses. My favorite all-time horse would be Mr. Muscleman because he was so classy. He was a great horse. He won over $3.5 million, and he was just a unbelievable 2 fingers push-button horse to drive, and he gave it. He did everything you'd ask him to do. Then Donato Hanover was by far the fastest trotting colt I ever drove. He was just extremely special. And then on the pacing side, we got the Well Said, we got the Blissful Halls, we got a lot of other ones. It's really hard to pick one favorite, but if I had to pick a favorite, it would be Mr. Muscleman because, I don't know, he was just everybody's horse. Everybody loved the horse, and he was just so easy to drive and so push-button.
I'm sitting here and I'm not trying to stare at you, but I'm kind of staring at you because seriously, you look so good. As you get older, it's not like you're blowing out more candles on the birthday cake. You stay so fit. And I know that we've had this discussion off camera before that you do stay in shape. I mean, and you have to if you're being pulled around the racetrack and you get an unruly horse out there. But, I hosted the Dan Patch Awards, so I kind of slimmed down. I rented a couple dresses, look good. I've gained 6 or 7 pounds in 2 weeks, okay? And bikini weather is around the corner. What do I do? Give me some tips because you're like Mr. Fitness.
Heather, stay away from the fridge. Okay, that would help a lot, and exercise. Get plenty of exercise and watch what you eat. Stay away from the fridge. Very important. Don't be jumping up off the couch and run into the refrigerator or the cupboards or anything like that. Just grab a cup of water and let that water fill you up.
You are an avid, hunter and fisher, and I heard this little fact, okay? My son Trey loves bears now. Now, Trey told me that there are no bears in Delaware or Rhode Island, but there's bears in every other state. Is that right?
But Heather, there is a bear in Delaware. It's about 40 miles north of Dover.
There's bears in Rhode Island. I know that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I do know there's bears in Rhode Island, and there's been wolves spotted there and cougars. Yeah, I read up on all that stuff. And as far as bears in Delaware, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bear hiding around here somewhere. It wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, they're in New Jersey, so all they have to do is swim across the Delaware River or the Delaware Bay, and they'd be in Delaware. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're around here.
See, somebody told me there aren't any in Rhode Island or Delaware because the state is too small. So my reaction to that is, how is a bear supposed to know if the state's too small? They need to put a sign on every single Welcome to Delaware sign that says, if you're a bear, you're not allowed in the state. Makes sense?
Makes sense, but as you know, bears can't read.
No, I did not know that.
Fall of the year, mommy kicks baby bear away from her, and baby bears got to go find their own territory, their own place to live. Eventually, there's going to be a bear in Delaware. So tell your boy it's just a matter of time. Just keep looking. He'll find one of these days.
We're going to find a bear or a Sasquatch very soon. Speaking of, I was just talking about bikini weather, by the way. It's starting to snow, okay? And it's March. So we're talking about bikini weather and bear. So I'm going to go hibernate with everything coming down and hope to sleep off the fat.
No, just, work it off and stay away from the fridge. You'll tuck up.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go now. Thank you, Ronnie. You're the best.
Always fun. Thank you.